Hey, all you Splinterheads, welcome back. Bronze Dragon here with another Splinterlands related video. In this video, first of all, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the time you spend with me. In this video, this is kind of ongoing. Last few videos I've done on Splinterlands have been from the free-to-play, very beginner's perspective. And I'm going to keep up doing those because the next step in that series of videos is I'm going to jump in and I'm going to buy a spell book, which would be the next thing you would do going free-to-play to the regular game and increasing, the cards you have access to, the play styles you have access to, and a lot of other stuff you have access to in the game, as well as earning actual tokens which can be converted into money. But in this episode, what I want to show you is what an account that's been going for quite a while can earn in a season and what you can do with that. This is my main account, and it's been played for more than 3 years now. So we will talk about this, and we're going to take the Glint, which if you've been following my episodes, you know that you earn Glint by playing the game. You can earn Glint in the free-to-play mode. As you progress in the game and you progress up the levels, you get more cards, you stake more SPS in the game, you stand to earn much more Glint in the game, but you can turn around and use that to go ahead and buy different things in the store to strengthen your account. So that's what we're going to talk about. Rough comparison, on my free-to-play account, which I've haven't really spent anything. I've loaned a couple cards from my main account to it, but generally it's pretty much all free-to-play. But I was earning about between 25 and 30 Glint per win, and I just checked my average on my main account, and I'm earning between 800 and 900 Glint per win. But there's a lot of difference between the accounts, so let's go ahead and jump in. And we're not going to be talking about the SPS this account has earned over the last season. That's a different topic for a different day because I think it gets too in depth. Really what I was looking at is just, increasing the strength of my deck using the using the Glint that I earned over the last season. Now, there's a lot to be said, and a lot of people play the game for the money you earn via SPS, and that's earned at the same time that you earn Glint. But with that said, I wanted to take a minute to touch on this. I do have my, it's not a referral code, it's an ambassador code. They changed the terminology on it recently. And if you're thinking about starting to play Splinterlands, please use my ambassador code. You can find it in the show notes. But what I want to take a note on here is that there's been several people use that ambassador code of mine over the last few months, which I appreciate it. But I've noted that not a lot of the people that tried the game out have stuck with it and went through and bought the spell book. So what I wanted to do is drop a note in here. If you're one of those people that have tried out the game using my ambassador code and decided not to play or not to buy the spell book to go ahead and get further into the game, let me know, because the spell book is $10, just for those who don't know, so it's not this huge purchase. But I was really wondering why people tried out the game and then chose not to go ahead and go further with it. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. We are on the main page of my main account. On the main page, you will note that we are getting close to the end of this season, which is 2.5 days left. But I haven't spent any Glint from the end of last season, so you'll see that I have accumulated about 734,000 at this point, which we can go into the shop here and we can choose to buy some cards. Now, what happens with these cards are they're soul bound, so they are bound to the account. You might be used to that terminology if you played MMORPGs before, like equipment that is bound to your character. Well, in this case, these cards that you earn via spending Glint are soul bound. Now, there are ways to unlock those cards at some points in time, but they do have a cost to them. So, but you can earn these cards and you can play with them, use them in your deck to make a stronger deck, and therefore have more to choose from to devise your strategies to win more games, basically. And if you're in the game and you have your spell book and you have some SPS staked, etc., you can earn real money off of that. So now I'm not claiming this is going to make you rich, but it is a cool side point to this card game versus other card games, which you may spend a bunch of money online, like Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone or something like that, where you could spend a bunch of money on them, but at the end of the day, you're not going to earn anything off of them. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive in. If you've been in the shop before, you know how this works. Each one of these can be bought in a series called a batch. So for instance, on this common draw, I will get, everything will be common cards, and I can buy up to 400. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll cost me 60,000 glint. We are not using potions on those. And then you can still buy more after the first batch, but the price goes up. So we'll just go ahead and do this quickly, do a reveal all, and go through here, see if we get any gold foils. Really crossing my fingers for some gold foils here. Didn't use potions on commons because I prefer to save my potions more for the higher rarity cards. No gold foils yet, but this most of my commons at this point are between 8th and 9th level. There's a gold foil, and I'm shooting to max them out at level 10. And it takes 400 copies per card to max them out at level 10. So I have these commons at a good usable level, but I'm looking to go ahead and max them out as soon as possible. Then I'll concentrate on the other rarities. Now, if you've been following this, you'll notice that, or you'll know that I've been concentrating mainly on, there's another gold foil. So 3 gold foils. I've been concentrating on the epics, 4 gold foils. It takes a while to flip over 400 cards, but I do need these. Just had a brain fart. So there's another gold foil. Pretty good rate for gold foils. Gold foils are cards that can be used. They don't start out. There's a couple pluses to using gold foil cards. They are more expensive to buy off the store, but and they're much more rare than standard foils. But you also, the more gold foils you play in your hand, if you win, you get plus 10% for on what you win, your earnings for each gold foil. And they also don't start out at level 1, so there's an advantage there, especially when you're playing lower. Now, as you go up in level, sometimes it gets prohibitively more expensive to level up your gold foils, but at the lower end, it always behooves you to, if you're looking to buy a card, always check what the price of the gold foil version is, because you might be able to buy, say, a level 2 or a level 3 gold foil for less than what it costs to buy enough copies of the standard foil to make that same level, and you got a gold foil. Okay, let's go ahead and jump out of here. Now, let's go into rare and do the same thing. Now, with rare, I can buy 100 copies. That'll cost me 75,000. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and use alchemy potions. The alchemy potions double the chances of getting a gold foil on these. Now, we already know the rarity, so we can't use the other type of potion to get more epics or legendaries because we know it's going to be a rare, but we can use these potions to try and get more gold foils. There's a gold foil. There's 2. Not really looking for anything in particular here. I do like the Commander Slade. It's one of my more favorite ones. There's 3, 4. Nice. 5 gold foils. 6, 7. Okay, not bad at all. 7 gold foils. I'll take that. Okay, let's go over here to epics, which are my favorite part of the set. Let's go ahead and do 25, which is one batch. 187,500 glint being spent. Now this is definitely where we want to see some gold foils. I like most of these cards. Haven't found... and of course, I was going to say the one that I don't really use is Kazi Conjurer, and that's the one I get the gold foil on. But the rest of these are great. I think everybody unilaterally thinks that the epics are the best part of this set. Okay, now here's going to be the interesting part, because up to this point in time, I still have 411,000 left. I'm going to buy a full batch of legendaries, and boy, are these expensive. I can buy 10, but it's going to cost 350,000 glint. And of course, I'm going to use the potions. Let's cross our fingers for a gold foil. Okay, let's do it here. Come on, bring me a gold foil. Now, these are very easy to misinterpret as a gold foil because it's got the yellow ring around it. These are so far standard foils. And they all are standard foils. And I need them all because I don't have too many legendaries to go. Another good value here are the merits. We're going to buy a few batches of merits, and I'll talk about these in a minute. I think I'm going to buy 3 batches of merits. Very good value, especially if you're just starting off. I've been playing for years trying to amass this card set that you buy with merits, and I still haven't maxed out anything. Relatively lately, I say that, but it's been several months when you became able to buy the merits in the shop here. We're going to buy a 3rd batch here, and you notice that the price is going up. It went from 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,500, and it would go up from there as well. But on my original point, for a long time, for over a year and a half, 2 years, the only way, let's go over here and go to market, nope, shop guild. Okay, and you will see the Gladius cases. So we have enough to buy 3 Gladius cases with that, because each one costs 2,000 merits. But prior to the shop opening and being able to buy them there, the only way you got them was by playing in guild brawls. Now, this is kind of flashing forward, but you'll see I have 79 Gladius cases. When that gets to 100, I'm doing a special episode and opening all 100 Gladius cases, because you will not believe how long that's taken me to mass up. I would say more than 2 months, easily. Okay, so let's go back to the shop, and we will see that I got 52,000 glint left. Now, here's something I don't often buy. I do not often buy chests. But I'm going to go ahead and buy 10 ultimate chests, and just like a lot of other games, they're loot chests, right? They're gamble chests, if you will. If you hover over the information here, it tells you your odds. So within this chest, there's a 33% chance of getting a reward card. Now, on these chests, especially these upper level chests, you will not only get 1 copy. So if you get a card, there's a good chance you're going to get multiple copies of that card. You have a 26.9% chance of getting one of the potions. You have a 20% chance to get merits. You have a 20% chance to get energy, and you only have a 0.1% or 1/10% to get a jackpot. And that jackpot can be really cool stuff, like card packs and things like that. Never hit one of those. Wish I would. Let's go ahead and do it. And of course, I'm going to use both types of potions, which if I get any cards that would increase my odds of getting gold foil or a legendary or epic. So let's go ahead and open these chests, see what I get. 9 copies of Drybone Hobgoblin Commons. 2,400 merits, so that's another Gladius case for me. 5 energy, nice, I can use that. 1,100 merits. 9 legendary potions. Another 2,000 merits, that's another Gladius case, I'll take it. 8 alchemy potions. Another 4 energy, and if you're not familiar with the game, just getting into it, every time you play a hand, that expends 1 energy, and then you recover 1 energy per hour of the day. So you can play 24 energy in a day and recoup that in a day. And finally, 9 more commons. So I had 18 commons. Nothing spectacular here, right? I would say this is a lower than average draw. But with that said, I never have any great luck, like they refer to RNG. But let's go ahead and go back to the guild shop, which we just were, and I can buy 3 more Gladius cases. And when I do that video, not only am I buying the Gladius cases, I'm also going to buy this. As soon as this pops up, I'll show you. Back. Bloodstones. Now, our guild does not have access to power stones yet, but these bloodstones act just like potions. So they improve the drop rate of the legendary cards in the pack. So I will also have enough bloodstones for all 100 packs I'm going to open, which will be 500 bloodstones. So just to kind of wrap things up, we're going to take a look at where my card set is. We'll see that this is the card set we were dealing with, the Rebellion reward set, and like this is level 9, but I'm building up to get that 100 mark to be able to hit level 10 and max it out. So anyway, I've got all these selected, and what we're going to do is we are just going to do a combine all. Once again, if you do this combine all, be very sure that every single card on your screen that you want to combine is exactly what you want to combine, because sometimes you have excess other cards on the screen that aren't filtered out. Guess what? If you didn't mean to combine them and they're on there and you hit combine all, they're going to be combine all. So, and then it gives you the standard warning. This will combine as many cards as possible from the currently displayed list. Additional cards past max level will not be combined, which was a nice thing because you used to be able to over combine. So let's go ahead and confirm. Now, a lot of these were level 8. We'll see if I get up to level 9. See some, yeah, they all went ahead and leveled up to level 9. I'm currently, everything's at level 9 as far as commons go. So I'm in a good situation. I'm very close to maxing out my commons, which is where I want to be. Well, I want to be maxed out, but so let's go ahead and do the same with rares. We can see here, now rares will max out at level 8. Let's go back to items. Let's go ahead and do a combine all. We can see that most, there's one that's 4. Most of them are 5 or 6. So let's go ahead and combine all. It's going to take a little bit longer. I did a deal with Gathering the Magic a month or 2 ago to buy some commons. That's why my commons were up where they are. But they're getting there. So I've probably a couple more a month or 2 before I max out my rares. But once I get done with the commons and the epics, then I can concentrate on the rares and the legendaries. Okay, we're over here on the legendary, or the epics, I mean. And the epics max out at level 6. So we will go back here and we can see that most of them are level 4. There's one level 5. Let's go ahead and do a combine all. Like I said, I feel that these are, if you're just coming into the game, I would work on your commons and rares, but start picking up some epics. Save up your glint and pick up epics, because of everybody who does content creation and people who just are talking in chat on Discord about strategy, the Olivia the Brook is, I love Olivia the Brook. Not that she's the strongest in the set, but she is like a wild card. She just, it's one of those cards you throw in and you never know quite what's going to happen. Arachne Weaver's great. Thanalorian Blade's great. I think everybody loves Halfling Refugee. And you wouldn't on the surface think that would be a great card, but for 1 mana, awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish off with legendaries. So I got a few legendaries, not a whole lot, but my legendaries are level 1 and 2. Gallicus is my only level 3. No, Grifsy. So let's go ahead and do a combine all. And on your legendaries, level 4 is going to be your maximum level. So while I think that strategically speaking, the legendaries are pretty cool cards and in particular use cases can be excellent, I still think the epics are the stronger part of this set. Now, just for the sake of completeness, here's a look at my rewards gold foil cards. You can tell by the gold border, which are that I have far fewer of them. I have not combined them all. I use just the standard foils. You know, my idea from the outset was to save gold foils and unlock them and sell them on the market for profit. But With the cost of unlocking cards such as these, I haven't gotten into it because it's just been cost prohibitive. So I'm still thinking about what to do with the gold foils. I just play with the standard foils, but thought I'd throw those in there. You can see that I've been playing since they came out, and I still have very few of these. Although I do like the fact that I have 6 copies of gold foil Commander Slade, which is pretty cool. But I don't believe I have any epics or legend. Yeah, here's a few. So I have 3 Arachne Weavers. Very nice. Okay, well, let's go back to the main screen. This has been Bronze Dragon. I hope this has been interesting. If once again, if you're a new player, been trying out the game, you have any questions, throw them in the comments section. We'll get them answered. And if you just want to drop in live and talk to us, we have a live stream on Saturday morning at 11:30 Eastern, where we talk Splinterlands as well as some other games. And it usually has a pretty nice crowd going, and it's a great place to stop in if you're new to the game and meet some people, get questions answered, and who knows, you might win a prize when you're there. Anyway, this has been Bronze Dragon. I hope this has been interesting. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy, and hey, I hope to see you in Splinterlands.